Well, good morning, everyone. It is a treat to have so many distinguished guests with us here in the Little Rock School District Administration Building today for some really special announcements. Many of you know it's Poor Man on the Roof today. Our kids nailed it. I mean, they nailed it, did a great job of picking the coldest day. It is a wind chill of 24 degrees out there, and we are out there, and we're out there because my office is full of food items, but we've far exceeded that with so many other donations. This is a time of year where people struggle, and especially during the pandemic. Our pantries oftentimes don't have near enough food. Lots of stuff comes in during the holiday. But right now, tied to a pandemic, we have some people that really need it. So this effort is just amazing. And today, there's just a lot of people that we want to recognize and honor. But I want to start with being able to have our president of our school board, Ms. Vicki Hatter, speak just a little bit about what this type of effort means and share her pride in Little Rock School District for doing this food drive for St. Mark Baptist, for our community mayor, to go make a difference for those that need it. And I would like to welcome President Hatter to the podium.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for gathering today. And this is really important and a great show of community support and effort for all of us to come together, right, to really unite around a common cause of food insecurity and food hunger, to make sure that families within our city are able to go to community pillars such as St. Mark Baptist Church, to seek not only a spiritual feeding, but also a natural feeding. And so with that, as the school board president, I am extremely elated for all of the partnerships and the relationships of everyone that have come together. And of course, those of you who know me, I am extremely proud not only to be the president, but also to be a parent within the Little Rock School District, because we have so many wonderful things that happens within our district. And with that, I'll turn it back over to our superintendent. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hatter, and boy, you hit it right. We got a lot to be proud of. Again, I'll point out Mr. Carlock behind us. His students were the ones that picked out this coldest day. They did this 2 months ago. 2 months ago, okay? He also happens to be a member of the St. Mark Baptist Church, and so I know that's kind of a cool thing, too. We kind of tied all this together. Each year we go to a different church, and that makes a difference. This year, though, there was kind of a unique feature in that we have a business partner that stepped forward in kind of some really unique ways. And this business partner just keeps finding ways to collaborate and help and support the Little Rock District. It started off with just being able to provide some things for our schools that were school supplies, and that happened about 2 months ago. Then we got a call out of nowhere that said, we want to help out the Little Rock District with vaccines. And they weren't even on our radar. It wasn't even somebody that we knew was on the list, but they said, we want to help, and they've helped us with vaccinating our staff. Then I shared about Poor Man on the Roof, and he goes, Mr. Cordova said, oh, we're in. and boy, did they come in. They yesterday delivered two different things that happened. One was bins that were set up at all their stores, even outside of Pulaski County, which is really cool, and people donated into those bins for the last 2 weeks. But then they also donated $5,000 worth of food items on top of that. And then it's been really tough for me because there's a special surprise also about ready to happen up in here that I'm real excited about. But to share why Kroger is about this type of support, it's not just about making dollars with Kroger. It's about really investing in their community. We have Ms. Teresa Dickerson, who is a part of their community affairs nationally, and we appreciate her being here today. I want her to share why you're in and also share your special announcement. Ms. Dickerson.
Thank you so much. If it's okay, I'll leave my mask on. But Kroger's purpose is to feed the human spirit. And this is the perfect opportunity for us to walk in our purpose. We are so delighted to be here, to be a part of this day with you, to help in the communities we serve. I just want to thank Mayor Scott for being here. Thank you so much. It's definitely a privilege to be able to share in this excitement with the city's leadership. And I'd like to thank our district manager here, Luke Cordova, who is just wonderful and has been a really big part of the Little Rock community, as well as our store leaders and all the stores who just joined in to support through their donations and encouraging our shoppers to give. Zero hunger, zero waste is our national objective, and we have a moonshot goal of ending hunger in the communities we serve by 2025. That's a long way, but we have a short time to get there. During this pandemic, there are so many families who are in need, and if we can just help walk in our purpose to at least feed some of the families who you guys know are in the most need, we believe that we are feeding the human spirit. So today, on top of the donations we've made through canned goods and those items from our stores, we're also donating $10,000 in Kroger gift cards to St. Mark. Wow. We want to help you further your efforts in the community to continue feeding people in need, because we heard some really great things about your church, and not only does my best friend in Soror go to your church, but I've just heard some really good things about your church and how you're really helping feed people in the community. So this is just a small token from Kroger to help you increase your goals to feed more people and to help us feed the human spirit. So thank you so much, and thank you to Little Rock School District for all you're doing to help families in need here in the Little Rock area.
Well, one of the things when you have a check announcement like this, and my kids are going to be so impressed that I was able to keep a secret, because I am the worst. I have spoiled Christmases and all sorts of things, but I have kept this a secret for I think now almost 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that. It's been hard because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so huge. But it's so perfect because of the outreach that St. Mark Baptist does into our community, and that there is no that is a part of the efforts that come from this church towards our community. Pastor Pointer.
I had a little something prepared to say, but I'm at a loss for words now. I want to thank our superintendent, who since arriving in Little Rock has been a tremendous partner to St. Mark Baptist Church and our affiliate Community Development Corporation, the Tendaji Community Development Corporation. Tendaji exists to fulfill its name, that is to make things happen. And our superintendent has partnered with us on our educational efforts as we've done our best to help students who are suspended to keep up and to catch up through our program called Reclaiming Scholars. On the outreach side, our pastor of outreach, Glenn Hersey, and his team of volunteers do an amazing job to speak to our community in tangible ways and in loving ways. We believe we can't be spiritual if we're not social. And so we do our best to live out our creeds and our claims of faith. St. Mark is located on 12th Street, which is right now a food desert. And as such, the needs in our very immediate community are intense and great. We, in fact, buy now about $6,000 in gift cards to feed families from Kroger. And that is a part of our monthly effort. Every month, we buy those gift cards and distribute them to families in need. This gift today is an incredible blessing to so many families, persons you would not suspect or would not know have food insecurity, but we're able to touch them with the love of God in this very tangible way. So thank you, Superintendent. Thank you, Ms. Teresa Dickerson, and thank you so much for those who have given canned goods and dry goods to Poor Man on the Roof. It will enable us to touch our community in a great, great way. Mr. Mayor, thank you all, as always, for your leadership in our city and for your partnership with our efforts at St. Mark. Our mayor is one of our greatest supporters when we do outreach through St. Mark and through Tendaji. God bless you, and again, thank you all for your donations.
Well, we had no better way to close this conference up than to have our mayor speaking. I thought I was having a good day yesterday before I got to today. But yesterday I was at an elementary school, and I had a student say, "Mayor Scott, how are you?" Mayor Scott. And I thought, man, look at me. I am Mayor Scott. You know, I was like, I have dropped 20 years and gained about 6 inches of height and about 15 less pounds. I don't know, maybe I'm 20, or I don't know. But I was feeling good, but today I am feeling like awesome because of what we've got going on with Kroger, with partners like SSC, with what our school children have done to contribute to filling my office up. Because the office, when you look at that, it's all about what the kids did. And then the rest of it is all about what corporate group stuff done. We've had donations like First Security, a bank that's given $1,000. We had First Community Bank come in yesterday. I'm saying those names out loud because I'm challenging some of the other banks that are listening on FaceTime to come down and drop off their donation because it's still not too late. All the money that is generated goes right back out. 50% of the money that comes in goes to our Bright Future program, which is a partnership with the City of Little Rock, with Goodwill Industry and Little Rock School District to take care of kids. It doesn't matter whether you're a homeschool kid, a Little Rock School District kid, charter school, private school kid. If there's a problem, a fire happens, or there's a lack of something, we want to solve that within 24 hours. That's Bright Futures. We also have 25% of the money going to VIPS, our partnering program. We work with faith-based organizations, with fraternities, sororities, business leaders. We need a little bit of money there. We don't want to do banquets and golf tournaments. We just need a little help. And then finally, the last 25% goes to the Tendaji program. And so every one of those dollars goes right back out to kids. It's not too late to make that donation. Mayor, I know it's kind of a slap in your face to have somebody say, "I'm Mayor Scott." You know, that was not, it was complimentary to me. It's the opposite for him. But, you know, having a man that talks about unity, this is a great example of what it really means to be unified in our community for our kids. Mayor Scott.
Superintendent Poore, President Hatter, all those affiliated with the Little Rock School District. The City of Little Rock is very grateful for the strategic partnership that we have. But when we talk about uniting our city, moving us from being disconnected to connected, this is a true example where we had the faith, the business, and the community all on one accord to connect, to bring forth resources for those of us that are in need, to fill in the gap, to stand in the gap. It takes great leadership. Ms. Teresa, we thank you and Kroger and Victor Smith and others because you've been leaning in the city of Little Rock, whether it's been mass distribution or whether it's been COVID-19 testing. And now what you're doing is sowing seeds into what I would tell you is one of the salts and the lights of the city of Little Rock in the St. Mark Baptist Church under the leadership of Pastor Philip, Dr. Philip Pointer. Salt and light. As salt and light is coming together, we're coming together in unity in the name of our children, our most precious assets. Thank you.
And with that, we'll ask any of our media to be able to go walk around into the campus. Pastor Pointer, we're going to put a logistics challenge to you to get this stuff out of my office in the very near future. It is not too late to donate, and you can do that in a variety of different ways. And so, there's a way that is so simple that if you look behind me, this is the effort where if you go with the $, Poor Man on the Roof, that's an easy way to make your donation through Cash App, or you can go onto our website and donate there. And of course, if you scan the code, that gets you to that Cash App as well. So this is easy. You've heard where the money's going to go. It's not too late to bring down food items or personal hygiene items or this cash thing. And we appreciate the partnership with you, Pastor Pointer, and your church. Can't thank you enough what you've done for us with Kroger. And, this is a nice moment. When people get to give, it makes you feel good. But on the people that are going to receive, it's going to make them feel amazing. So thank you all very much for being here today. Have a great rest of your day, and join me up on the roof.